Good, good morning, pen friends. We had a hold for a sneeze attack. If you couldn't tell, wow, wow. Potato chip, chocolate chip cookies are a thing. That's a sentence I don't understand. Good morning. Finally, same time zone. I dipped bananas into coffee. Hope you had a great trip. Looked like you had a blast. Ree Wizzles got that Persephone. Nice. Finally. Michelle PT, 25 months of subbing. Let's go. Good morning to you. All right. So, I'm just catching up on myself here after a questionable start. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'd be about potato chip, chocolate chip cookies. I'm still trying to decipher that sentence. Is it a cookie that tastes like a chip, or is it a chip, thin chocolate chip cookie, which I'd be all about? Definitely did, mostly because I didn't have to work. I feel that. Hi, all. Hope you are well. Thank you, Pins and Sprinkles. Hope everyone is well. Love your face test. Hope you're doing well. A cookie that contains chips, a cookie with chip bits in it. I would buy that, right? The saltiness, salty sweet. Yeah, I'm in. Like, I don't need a ranch chip in my chocolate chip cookie, but I could take a salty chip in my chocolate chip cookie. I'm in. Yeah. All right, we got there, chat. I feel good. Cookies with chips, that doesn't feel right. Yeah, I think it's the salty sweet deal that we're working on here. That's why salty caramel stuff works so well, right? Anyone want to meet me? Still working for that skee ball. Anyone want to meet me in Valdosta on Friday to help lift heavy things? Oh, God, that's unfortunate. I'm busy that day. Rip. Food wishes. Potato chip brownies in the Try Guys Without a Recipe brownies vid. Yeah, I guess so. Interesting. I haven't seen Food Wishes, so I cannot find 4 people to go on the same day when it's not risking rain. Rip. So are they salty and the chips stay crisp? I like this is how the stream started today. I'm in on this. Because we don't have too much official work going on today. I just look at the pile of stuff I have right over here. So that's what we're going to work on today, is me doing a little bit of stationery organization throughout the stream today. Because I keep a bin here of like pending review stuff or just new stuff that needs homes or testing or whatever. And I've built up the lid of that. Like the lid is like that high. Then we have the bin underneath it. So I need to do something about this today. So that's the plan. That is the plan. The plan last night, chat, was to record the Pen Addict podcast for today. And Toasty and I got that done last night. We had an awesome talk about her trip to Japan. We went about an hour and 20 minutes, and that was like not near enough time for us to get everything discussed that we needed to. So it was great. We definitely need like a part 2. We need a whole food discussion on there. So hopefully, since we got done so late last night, and it was kind of a last minute recording, since Mike was gone this week, but I didn't get early notice before. I didn't have much time before I went on vacation to get it in. I got the files up late last night, so they'll be edited. So I don't know if they're going to be out like by noon today or like later this afternoon. So we might have a little bit of a later drop of the episode, but it should be today, I think. So that's the plan. But thank you, Toasty, for spending some time with me. It was unbelievable. Pen Addict, Toasty and I could pull off a complete Pen Addict After Dark episode without question. She would be like my number one guest choice for Pen Addict After Dark. Yeah, for sure. Good morning, Ali Ma. I'm glad I chatted with her. Yeah, it was great. It was really fun and like not near enough time to like. Well, I think we did a pretty good job of covering the trip. It looked amazing. It looked and look like a blast. And like, it scares me for when I have to go, was basically what I got out of the conversation and following all the Instagram stuff. Yeah, I will be in serious trouble if and when I make that trip. So strings and pedals, we only took your name in vain a couple of times. So yeah, it was really good. So fun conversation. So I took several pages of notes for that one. So anyway, whoever recommended the Murderbot Diaries book series in chat weeks ago, thank you. What is that one? Oh, that reminds me. I got my book from Sarah, Root Rot. There wasn't much to say about me. There wasn't too much. We didn't take your name in vain too much. So I think I saw my book from Sarah get piled in with some of the stuff my wife ordered. So I need to go grab that. Should I go grab it right now while I forget? Oh, hi, Toasty Treat. Yeah, we were talking about you. So I don't know when the podcast will drop, but it should be today. And I was just telling everyone how much fun we had. We had a great time talking last night. So y'all didn't talk about the karaoke night, did you? So that we decided would be a B-side, an after dark episode. For if we ever decide to record a part 2 or a follow up, that's where the karaoke would land. Apparently that was the decision. Picked up Root Rod on sale. Woo! Yeah, I need to go grab that. I meant to grab that this morning because I saw the sticker from the publisher on the back. I was like, hey, that doesn't go here. That's mine. I just reserved the first Murderbot book from the library. So I got to figure this out. Like, I missed this whole Murderbot conversation. So I'll be traveling this weekend. I got 2 months of Kindle Unlimited, so I'll be burning through that series. Okay. I guess I'm writing this down now. I've been so slack on my reading. If you ever do karaoke with Annabelle, pick Mr. Brightside and she will lose it. All right. I don't have a current book list. That's how behind I am on reading. Murderbot Book 1, All Systems Read by Matthew Wells. All right, we're writing this down. We'll just put it on the stationery shopping list because I don't have anywhere else for this to go right now. I don't know where my book list is. Official Pen Addict book recommendations list. Yeah, I mean, we could do a stream book recommendations list. penaddict.com/goodreads. Does that just make that the recommendation site. Murderbot. Toby. Chill. Yay, I found a Brad. What's up, Rattler Jen? I survived vacation. Pen Addict book club streams. I know Anna does that. All Systems Read, Martha Wells. All right, got it. Toby is a murder bot for sure. Toby, Toasty knows. Toby bit the snot out of my daughter. Well, didn't actually get her, but like growled and snipped at her last night during the podcast. Currently reading, right? Books? ? Evan Max Pinquisition, 53 months of subbing. Let's go. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Question, best 5-year journal. Okay, go. Whenever I finish my stationery romance, I expect it to be on the book club list. Facts. We can do that. We can definitely do that. Have y'all, yes, so Rewizzles, I read about this yesterday. Have y'all been following the drama with the author who got her debut canned for review bombing POC debuts and trying to sock puppet her way out of it? It was amazing to read that story, but like amazing and not in the not positive way. She lost her mind, and the extent of that was astonishing. It's just like some people, it's like, I don't get that. Power Belly, 53 months of summon, let's go. Yeah, so I think yesterday I read that story. I was like, What do I need to Google to read about this? Just, I don't know. I can't remember the name of the book. It wouldn't be hard to find. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. No bueno for sure. Doing fine. Surgery tomorrow. I just finished with pens. Oh, hope everything goes well, Evan. Pins the pack for the overnight hospital visit. That's good. Yeah, very astonishing. I couldn't believe what I was reading. Yeah, I the more I read, the worse it got. And I was like, someone really did this. When it breaches online containment like that, you know it's big. Yeah, it will not take you long to find articles about it. I was like, whoa. All right. I look down and I'm very hesitant to get into this stuff today. What is Cortex brand counting down to? The new calendar, maybe? I haven't looked. I don't know. It's pretty late in the year to be counting down to anything. So we talked about the new dated planner on last week's podcast. So maybe that. Where's the calendar's out? So the clothing is always on like limited times. But if they launch that now, people aren't going to get that before the end of the year, probably. So I don't know what it could be. Counting down to their yearly themes episode. Could be. How long is on the counter? Do they do that before the year ends or like in the first couple of weeks of the following year? 2 days? That's about episode launch time. It's been a couple weeks, right? That could be it. I just can't remember if they do it when the year ends or when the year starts. So Mike's been up to something interesting this week. I don't know if he's posted it yet. That's why I had to do that's why I had to get Toasty in to fill in last night on a late call. But if he hasn't mentioned it, I'm not going to mention it for him. I'm sure he'll talk about it. It'll be something to talk about on Cortex for sure. And we might talk about it on the Pen Addict, but it was a interesting opportunity came up for Mike and like at the last minute, and he like had to do it. And I was like, yeah, I will figure out a guest. And obviously Toasty, like we nailed it. So yeah, probably the theme episode. Gotcha. I didn't do a theme this year, and I've done it in the past. I'll have to think about it. I don't know. The years go by so fast. Like I have really, really great intentions, and then I just get bogged down in the work, which is good. Like I don't mind the work, and then I don't leave myself a lot of space to be extra creative, if that makes sense. Like I feel good about what I accomplish every year, but I always feel personally like I fall short in new creative ventures. So that's why a couple of weeks ago we talked about like product collaborations, like just doing a couple of product collaborations a year, kind of just really kind of gets the juices flowing. Thinking about like designing things and creating things. Like I've got some big ideas. I've got some small ideas, and like it's always good to start with the small stuff. The big ideas are pretty intimidating to me at this stage. But yeah, theme idea, the year to develop next year's theme. That's pretty much where we are. Yeah, so I'll think about that as we go. But yeah, I always want to make more stuff or do more things. And then I just kind of stick in my same routine, which is good. Like my routine is very good. I would like a little bit. Sorry, I thought Toby was needing to go out. I thought I would like to do a little bit more. So I don't know. That's just me. I have these conversations like every month. So speaking of which, let's add to the list. Look at the LA Pen Show, the Cal Pen Show. Hello, must have missed something. Was waiting on relay for the podcast. Yeah, so we had a pre-recorded show. I actually record. Mike's off this week. Kind of a last minute pivot. I have a guest episode coming out, hopefully today. Yeah, if it ain't broke, like I definitely believe in that. but there's always like, I don't know. I always want to scratch that creative itch a little bit more, right? I always want to scratch the creative itch a little more. What else can I do that I don't already do? Or can I switch things around? Or, right? Good morning, Brad. Thanks for the advice yesterday. I decided to get a Hobonichi Techo Weeks Mega and Galen Tomoe River Paper Journal. I like the weekly planner and may consider a plotter. Expensive. Also treated myself to a spoke to polycap. You had a good day yesterday, Papuio. Hobonichi Techo Weeks Mega. Good call. Good call. Who invented this New Year's resolution BS? Yeah, like, is that some like big corporate thing? Oh, and we got back. I apologize. I think it was Alimal asked about the 5-year planner. Does anyone have 5-year planner recommendations? So, like, I did the Hobonichi 5-year. I am almost done with the year. I was actually just catching up. I'm a few days behind this. So the only ones I'm really familiar with are the Hobonichi and the Midori. And I wanted an A6 size, so the smaller size. And as much as I love Midori and would use them every day of my life, I don't like how they do their line spacing in the 5-year to where there's a lot of border. The I see you. Trust me. I see you. You're a mess. Do we do this every day at this hour? I can set out an alarm by this, can't I? Wow. The Leuchtturm some lines a day. Yes, that's another good one. So does anyone have anything besides the Hobonichi, the Midori, or the Leuchtturm? Sterling Ink also has a 5-year in the A5 and B6. Gotcha. I have not seen that. Toby is really repping for the Midori 5-year. He would. Like, he's a contrarian that way. What do you think of the format of one page having a particular day, multiple years? That threw me when I started looking 5 years. I think that's how they all are. And it threw me at the beginning. I was like, what's the concept here? I was like, I did not, before I knew what a 5-year journal was, that's not what I pictured for the setup. And then once I understood and people showed me what years like 2 and 3 look like, I was like, that's exactly the benefit of this, because now you have a year over year representation all on one page. And those things may not relate, right? What you did in 1 year on one day, it may not like correlate with this, but you can always look back and see, hey, like this was the last week, like I'm still working on my vacation week. Hey, this was a week I was on vacation and out of town this week. You know, remember that from 2 years ago when I took this trip? So yeah, it's once I wrap my head around that, because I didn't understand that myself before digging into these, I was like, that makes sense. Makes all the sense in the world. And honestly, it took the pressure off, right? Because now I only have that much to fill every day, right? And then Toasty gave me another tip. Toasty is taking this and turning this into a 10-year journal, right? Because you have this blank side for like carryover. Well, Toasty's just saying, well, why don't I use this for at least 10 years or at least 9 years, right? Because they do have their own text here in the bottom. So yeah, A6 Midori Diary Hibino for my daily long pages. That Hibino looks like an amazing product. Like, that is 100% not a product I should ever use, but it looks incredibly cool. Incredibly cool. So yeah, I guess there's in general not a ton of options unless you start really digging into some smaller brands and some unique stuff. So it's fun stuff. So I can't believe how well it's gone. And it's been fun. Like, so I am, like I said, I'm still a few days behind. I'm on the 9th. What's today? Oh, today's the 13th. Today's officially my anniversary, but we took a trip last week to celebrate our anniversary. My wife's working today. I'm working today. So we do it all ahead of time. But today is, I shouldn't wonder what day it was. It is actually anniversary today. So yeah, who knew, chat? Literally, who knew that I would be stuck with this? I'm still annoyed that Hobonichi can't pony up for a better bookmark ribbon. Yeah, I'll probably like washi tape it later. Happy real anniversary. Thank you. Thank you for the anniversary mentions there. Yeah, like it's pretty stringy. We should just put some washi tape on it. I've been learning about Hobonichi through the Almost Every Month podcast. What is the Almost Every Month podcast? I have not heard of this. It doesn't melt. That too would have been a thing. I need to get me some of them big Pen Addict stickers. I tied a knot in the end of the ribbon. Oof. Do you think I could do that? I'd probably have to wet it because it's pretty stringy. Yeah, they're regular. Well, no, they're a big sticker on a small book. That's like is that a 3-inch sticker? It's at least 2.5. Hobonichi's kind of mainstream now. So where did that thing go? Almost Every Month podcast. It feels silky. The material feels silky on it. It's basically all about journal. All right, I guess I'm going to look this up. Almost Every Month podcast. I did start the iOS journal app yesterday. Let's see. That's a funny podcast name too. Almost Every Month podcast. Okay, so series-based Hobonichi breakdown. Let me follow this. So I can go back. So the last episode was in October, but it looks like it's kind of a series, seasonal based podcast, which is cool. Why Brenty, first time chat, a big sticker on a small book. It's like you're describing me. I like that. Brad is journaling in an app. Brad is attempting playing around with that. What new products are you looking forward to or hoping for in 2024? That's a good question. I generally don't really get into that until I always call February like the first real month of stationery in the calendar year. Because that's when a lot of new releases come out, especially in the Japanese market. So yeah, we'll see. I don't have anything pressing that I'm thinking about. So Brad is journaling in an app. I mean, we're messing around with a journaling app. I've tried Day One in the past. Day One is amazing. Like if you're like a real digital journaler, you need the Day One app or another app besides Apple's journaling app. So I'm trying Apple's journaling app that just came out with their update. I bet you want your pen back. I mean, I think about that from time to time. Preferably with a nib on it. Yeah, Day One is awesome for like all the integrations it has. So the first flaw I've seen with the journal app. So when I say journal app, I'm just talking about Apple's iOS based journal app. When I go to, so all of my recommended suggestions, so like it'll look at like your photos and your locations, right? It's super spy, which is fine. Like I've opted into this, so I have no issue with that. I don't want to journal today about the things I did last week, right? Like I don't want to see any recommendations past yesterday, right? And I want to see the Apple Music I played yesterday, not from last Thursday. I don't need the Apple Music entries from last Thursday. I need them from yesterday. And I can't adjust that, right? I don't need to look at the pictures I took on December 6th and journal about them today. So we'll see if the more I use it, the more current it gets. So I'm not like, I put in like 3 entries. It's like I listen, a lot of it I'll use for like the music I listen to. Like I listened to a new album yesterday and I just wanted to note that down. What's the iOS journaling app called? Journal. Just journal. 2024 will be our year. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Maybe in person. Maybe in person. Ruben, what's up? So we'll see. You have to update. So the update just came out yesterday, Papa Wio. If you don't update to 17.2, the latest release, it's not there. And then it'll put the app out on one of your main pages, one of your most open main pages. This is new, an in-app Twitch message telling me to update. That is new. What country are you thinking? I wish Holland. But you never know. You never know. Probably US. I don't know. We're probably going to miss each other again unless you go to San Francisco. Chicago and SF. I'm not going to do Chicago, I'm pretty sure. So maybe SF. Holland, where is that? I don't know. That's the first word that came out of my head for the Netherlands. All right. Let's get into this or I'm never going to get anything done. Plus, the more stuff I go through, the more stuff I have to give away. Are you going to the California Pen Show, Toasty? SF is on my list for this year. FOMO was so bad last year. True. I think so. That'll be 2 California trips and a London trip and an Atlanta trip. You're working for CY? Oh, he'll be there? Okay. Pardon me. So yeah, I'm thinking about I'm thinking about the California Pen Show. I have 0 Pen Shows booked so far. What if I try for Boston again, hoping it doesn't get canceled? Yeah. That was weird last year. I get it. Buy a Kakari. I love the concept. I think it's a little too heavy for me. I still have his prototype on my desk, like sitting right up here, which I need to get back to him. I think it's a little too heavy for me, but I like the construction of it. That I get. Yeah, F-Mom is worse than FOMO. I'm surprised that didn't get dinged by the bot. Just realized my parents will be visiting me during the Philly Pen Show. Do I drag them along? Of course. Actually, you should drag them along. I mean, you live up in the area, and they can just go hang out downtown. As long as it's not snowing or just like nasty weather. A little bit of patronizing geography lesson for you there. Yeah, I have no clue. Got my first tactile turn yesterday. Which one did you get? I saw the orange Draplin one is cool. I think the Nitro one is super cool. Their most recent ones have all been really nice. They did some Delrin one. No, they did G10 yesterday. Did y'all see that one? Let me get sidetracked again real quick. If I needed more pins, like I need a hole in the head, I would look at these G10s. Yeah, G10 pins are a thing for sure. I mean, they're not common, but yes. Let me see if I can find this pin. Yeah, they sent it out in an email yesterday. Yep, here it is. They sent it out in the Draplin orange one did sell out, but I was asking Ruben what he got. So here's the G10 one. It's pretty sick. Got the Nitro and Slim. That Nitro is sweet. Nitro is sweet. So yeah, I like this kind of greeny looking one. It's weird. You got the Draplin? Nice. That looks great. Yeah, this kind of light colored G10 is pretty fresh. One of my favorite designers, absolutely. Like, I would go for this one if I were so inclined to buy another pen right now. Although I like this one. This is just the very classic style. Like, it looks like a micarta. I think this one's really different. And I kind of like that one. I do have the Ultim one. I like the shorties and the slims. So yeah. How much are these? 99. Wow. Yeah, they're all sold out. Rip. Yeah, $99 is cheap for that. Does anyone think this pen is similar to the Karas Modal? Not trying to be problematic or pick size, just pointing something out. I mean, I don't even know what that Karas Modal comes out looks like. Let's look at it. Where would it be? Where would it be? Here? Where is the... How do I find this? I don't see it. Young, send me a link. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is the new one. This model, sorry, whoops. This model has been around for like a decade, right? So whether they look alike or not would be more of a question for Karas than Tactile, but like it's a bolt action pen, right? There's only so much bolt action designs you're going to be. This pen has existed for like a month. This design has existed for years. I don't know. So it's certainly not even a conversation. No, the Tactile one's not new. They've had a bolt action pen for years. That's their old bolt action. Let's see, do they have a different one here? So the Ultim one is the same. Lefty. So, yeah. I mean, it's a bolt action pen. Tactile's turns away from the clip. Karas moves towards the clip. What is this made of? Is this aluminum or is this something else? Wow. How do I get out of that image? Let's see. Anodized. That's cool. It looks good. Nothing's working on the site for me, though. Can we do a poll when PA gets a second Toyota Craft 100 pin case? Sure. The answer will be never. Yeah, pins all look somewhat alike just by nature of their function, right? So yeah, especially a bolt action. Like bolt actions are going to be pretty similar. There's not too much, like the button. I don't know if they have a button one. If you can see the button one here. Yeah, there's the button one. So the side click, gosh, I keep taking this off the screen. So like the side click, that's pretty cool. But like other people have done. So, no, it's fine. Hard Black Modal is a great band name for Henry Rollins. True. No, like pen design, like it's hard to be unique, like really unique. So I don't think anyone intends to like copy anyone else though. Brad, got your list of product ideas for 2024. Spoke pizza cutter, spoke toothbrush, spoke shoelaces. Need some work. Shoelaces for sure. And then we can anodize the, what do you call the tips on the end of shoelaces? They have a weird name. We can make those metal and put the spoke logo on them and anodize them. What are those things called? Aglets. Yeah. So metal aglets. There you go. So see, look at us coming up with new product ideas right from the jump. So spoke Brian has been loading me up with goods. We have Model 6s coming out this afternoon. That'd be sick. Sherry Bobbins, 5 months of subbing. Thank you so much. Spoke Brian, do we have a purple axle? Do we have a restock of the purple axle coming next year? Maybe. See, Tess, you're falling asleep here. You're falling asleep. Orange laces would be hot. I've bought orange laces for a pair of sneakers I've had. I think that I finally wore out. So yeah, I'd show you all the Model 6s, but they're not here yet. Telling y'all secrets. They're delivering. They're out for delivery. They better show up, or my butt's gonna be in a sling. I live for brightly colored laces. I do like purple aglets. There we go. That's the only purple we'll do next year. Purple aglets. Pizza cutter, toothbrush, shoelaces. What else? Oh, tweezers. Spoke tweezers. We need a good pair of tweezers. Everyone needs a good pair of tweezers. Just like one ever in their life. But yeah, tweezers. Underrated tool, the tweezer. I'm not even joking. I mean, we're not gonna make a spoke tweezer, but everyone should have a good pair of tweezers that you know where it exists, that you don't lose it somewhere. Bolt action retractable travel toothbrush. That could be something. And a good pair of nail clippers. Facts. Spoke nib holder. Huh. We could do a spoke nib holder. I just don't know. What if we did a spoke nib holder that could hold number 6 nib units? But it's basically just like a fountain pen nib on a stick. Booger sucker case. Any update on the retractable spoke pen? Yeah, it's going to be next year. We redid the clip completely. Actually, Brian sent me a text of the clip. It looks sweet. We just had to redo some of that design, so it's pushed too far. Pushed too far out. So it'll be early next year. Hopefully first quarter next year. Man, I'm out of the loopless leak this week. Me too, actually. Yovo or Bach? Yovo, because that's what we already use. Speaking of nib holders, why does a nib on a nib holder feel so different from on a pen? Balance. There's no weight in nib holders. That's my guess. Get Brian on the podcast. Brian lives in a cave. He is just, down there working constantly. Doesn't come up for air. So make a heavy nib holder. Yeah, it would just have to be front balanced. But I believe it's that simple, though. Lightweight and balance. Bolt action nib holder on a stick with Bluetooth. True. We've thought about, I was like, could we make a retractable fountain pen? That conversation lasted about 30 seconds. There's just pass. Complete pass. I'm losing my hair as it is. There's just no way. There's just no way. Apple Pencil stand. We have that already. It's actually literally sitting right here behind all this stuff where that nib holder is. The upstroke on a nib holder also feels awful and awkward. What nibs are you using? I'm not disagreeing. I'm just curious. What's the tricky part with retractables? Diameter. Internal mechanisms and hardware. I'm still hoping that I will get a purple axle before I get my Hippo Noto. Wow. Spoke dip pen, usable drill log. We wouldn't make the nib. But I can't buy the pencil stand until you make more. Email me. I think I have one. I'll send it to you. Bought the J. Herbon nib set years ago. Yeah. It's just something to think about. I feel like I'm going to slice myself if I pull this out. I don't have it all the way in there. So, hang on. Brian has me thinking here. Hopefully he's paying attention. I don't know if this would work. Just looking at my different tools here. Make one that uses the Pilot VP and nib unit. Pilot very much does not like that. And we can't get the nib units, right? So we can't get the nib units because Pilot does not want that to happen. Someone needs to make an X-Acto blade holder that has a really trustworthy lid. Brian's done some designs for that. I'm just playing around here. Spoke Blackwing bright orange pencil sharpener. So if I had a number 6 nib unit, we wouldn't make our own nibs, right? Like we're not gonna make the Kakamoris. Although I bet we could. Y'all are gonna have Brian in my inbox later. What if I made a holder that looked like this, that was one piece, and the front end took the number 6? Why aren't there more number 6 nib holders? How do I get a drill log holder like that? You don't. That was a one-off. That was a little piece of magic that someone made for me. There was a guy in Australia making them for a while before the pandemic. Why isn't that more of a thing? What's the problem? Where's the downside in having a number 6 nib just to go into a holder? Cleaning it? Like you have to clean it anyway. I'm thinking out loud here because I don't understand why that's not a thing. Nick Stewart had an article on the number 6 nib holder. Okay, I need to look it up. Yeah, I mean with the feed, right? But I would even allow, you could have a cartridge in it. I mean, excuse me, a converter, or a cartridge, but a converter. Not enough ink, but it's a dip pen. Yovo number 6 by itself has no feed, so what's the benefit over just using dip nibs that are much cheaper? All of my pre-ground Yovo number 6 nibs. Too much dipping. I mean, it's a dip pen. So a nib holder with a feed and a cartridge, isn't that a pen? Technically, yes, but it's just a stick. I guess if anyone's going to use it, they're just going to use it in a pen, right? Like, would you close it off, or would you have a cartridge converter? Or is it just dumb because, like, someone would have made it already? That's where I'm at. There's no use case for it. What I'm thinking about is the stash of number 6 nibs I have that are loose, that are ground. And it's like, oh, I could put that on one of these, on a nib holder here, and just use it if I just wanted to use the nib. But I guess most people are just going to put it in the pen that it came with. Yeah, it would just be blocked off. Like I have an Esterbrook nib holder that's just blocked off. Can you just dip a fountain pen? Yeah. So I guess it's just like a complete redundancy. Yeah. No, Evan, I think that's valid. Like, it doesn't exist because that's what a pen does. That's literally what a pen does. Yeah, like pen. So that's the answer. Pens already exist. I'm reinventing the pen. So yeah, I guess that's why. I think it would just be cool to have like a neat aluminum spoke pen handle. So maybe you don't make it for. So maybe you still make it for dip nibs. Maybe you just make it for dip nibs like this. I think it would just be cool to have like some aluminum handles in our style, but you still make them for dip nibs. Right? I'm reinventing the pen to make a pen. Sounds ridiculous. That's that's $1 billion idea. So I don't know. All right. But this also has me thinking because the Kakamori has just released a bunch more of their handles. Like you're starting to see a bunch of the Kakamori handles out now. They're aluminum ones. They're like $75. I'm not clicking a tractor supply link. What if you had a stick, but it could hold ink and it could write? Yeah. So maybe a dip pen handle. That sounds like we'd sell 10 of them. See, this is why I have these conversations, right? I was like, oh yeah, that's dumb. Hey, not all ideas are good. Make an adapter to put the number 6 into existing holders. So, all right, that was a hot mess of nothingness. Although I wouldn't mind an aluminum dip nib holder. It's just that we would sell all of 10 of them. The serendipity. There's y'all's links. Look at all these links. I don't remember this at all. Let's see here. I gotcha. Yeah. I was just thinking of someone such as myself who has a bunch of loose nibs laying around. But would I really use that instead of just a pen? Like, I would totally buy that. But would I actually use it, right? Link. I don't know. Who knows? I just got the Hokoro dip set. Reservoir is necessary. Maybe. Spoke to the moon. Right? Hodl. My list is Spoke Nunchuck, Spoke Cryptocurrency, Spoke Hot Sauce. I'm surprised you haven't made Spoke Hot Sauce yet, to be honest. You seem like a Spoke Hot Sauce kind of guy. All right. This has been a stream. So let's give something away. I gave the Spoke thing away yesterday. Shouldn't tell Brian. Hopefully Brian didn't see that yesterday. What do you call something angry and round? I don't know. Yeah, this is not the podcast you're looking for. All right. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start into the madness that is my stash over here, and we're going to find something in that stash to give away, okay? I would buy and use one, especially with special ground nibs. Calligraphy nibs aren't great for just writing. A vicious circle. Wow. We are on one today. I've been on a quest for a capped dip pen holder, a modified one old Moonman Mahjong capped glass nib holder to hold a metal ferrule so I can take a Kakamori nib or whatever to pen meetups, but it's not as secure as I like. That's interesting. Then we get back into this. So maybe it's a fountain pen with a dip pen section, and then it's capped. So you have your dip connector here. You have your connector here. And then you can cap it with your dip nib under there. So maybe it's just a section piece. Oh, that's like literally the one I have. Yeah, just like a little plastic cap on there. Right, my drill log is in a Kaweco pencil. One pen, two sections. So then it's just a section design that has this fitting in it, right? So then if we use something like this, you would still have to buy the pen. That's a pretty big ask. Or you could just modify any existing pen, I guess, to have grip nib sections. See, this one was specific to the drill log because it's got a screw in. Like, it wouldn't be like that. These are capped. Wow. That's $7.50. This is what I look at. It's like, that's $7.50. Yeesh. I don't know. But again, we would sell we would sell dozens of these. Like very, very not many. Interesting though. Very interesting. All right. We've broken enough brains today. Yeah. We have reinvented the pen today, chat. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I don't even know how I'm going to start. We're just going to take the lid. Oh my gosh. That's not going to work. Things are already falling. We're going to take the lid here, chat. Y'all have already seen some of this stuff. But I need to get it off this lid. And I need to find something to give away to y'all. How about this? Open your platinum box. No. How old is Toby? 8. Is that right? 7.5. He's back to sleep now. The beginning of the stream always gets him ramped up, and now he's just like completely wrapped up in a blanket. All right, let's give this away. I ordered 2 of these the other day for me, but I only need 1 right now. Why did you remove ink, a pen, and clean a pen redemptions? I didn't. I didn't remove them. Did Twitch do something? No, they're still there. I see them. Why did you remove yourself from the stream the past couple of days? So this is one of my favorite notebooks, the Midori MDs. So I bought a couple of A6 ones just to have, because I went looking for an MD notebook the other day, and I didn't have any. So I bought 2 of the style that I like, right? But I bought 2 so I could give 1 away. So let's give 1 away, and I'll keep the other one. I'll put it in the shelf. So this is a Grid A6 MD. If I could use any one notebook the rest of my life, it might be this one in either A5 or A6 size. I like the tape binding. I like the format. I like the paper. I was like thinking, like, you know how I've been saying I've been like really mad at this notebook, despite it being an awesome notebook. Just starting an A6, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna keep going. So let's give this one away, and then I'm gonna see what else I have here. Ooh, so the bin is pretty clean. It's just the stuff on the top here. Okay. Squirrel. All right, so let's give this away. So this is grid. Whoops, not file. All right. This giveaway is open. Exclamation point raffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. I will send this to you. All right. So while we're doing that, let me see what I got here. So the bin itself is pretty clean. Ooh. I didn't know I had one of these. I was going to order some more of these, but I got this for me. I guess I'm keeping this. Nice. I wanted one of these. I didn't even know I had it. See, chat? This is why we got to do this stuff. Didn't even know it was there. All right, so we've already gone through that stuff. So I guess it's just this stuff on the top, which y'all have seen all this stuff. This is all old news. Winofree. Am I saying that right? Winofree. Welcome. Weird Norwegian raid. We are all about weird and Norwegians here. So you're in the right place. So thank you for being here. You have found a home here for the weird Norwegians. So thank you so much for sending your friends over here. My name's Brad. I talk about pens. I'm literally like right now, everyone that just came in here, type exclamation point raffle. And I'm giving this away. You have 1 minute. So it's a Midori MD A6 notebook. So be quick. You have 1 minute to type raffle in there. We came for pens and we don't want to be disappointed. How's that? Literally at hand. And since you like weird stuff, look at this one. That's super weird. This is a weird fountain pen. Check that out. You're in the right place. Show them the Toyota. It's Peen Addict. Yeah, that's a different stream. That's over on Kick. That's my Kick stream. Yeah, so yes, we do talk about pens here. There's one in here that I should think about opening. So y'all caught me in the midst of doing some cleanup, but I appreciate you coming by. And I hope you had a good stream today. So what were you streaming about, Winofree? Show them what's in the box. That means I have to open the box, and then Namiki winner Vlad will win. This isn't a. I think this is a. What is Bolograph? Is Bolograph Swiss? So we're close to Norway with this one. These are the new Bolograph aluminums. I made a PowerPoint of past and current celebrity crushes for us to do a smash or pass on. Nice. We could do a rating. We need to do. What's the card? Yeah, we need like the free pass card. Yeah, I thought the Bolograph was Swiss. Could be Japanese. What's the one that's very popular? I'll have to go find the review. I thought it was the Bolograph. So yes, we talk about pens here. All right. Well, thank y'all for being here. You weird Norwegians can come by anytime. All right, let's do this giveaway. Bolograph is Swedish. Okay. Yeah. I didn't think I was crazy. So they did some new metal barrel ones, which I got to review. All right, let's pick a winner. Chronic Kimchi. Welcome. I have one streamer crush on Kit Boga. I mean, that's not a bad crush. That is not a bad crush. Chronic Kimchi. Have you won before? Maybe? Yes, no, maybe? I remember the name, but maybe just because it's an amazing name. Should we open this? We'll open it. We'll open it in just a second. First time I think, I don't remember. Maybe. Yeah, it's an amazing name, which makes me think you won one before, but it feels like the first time. See? I was right. I think Swedes are to the Norwegians as Belgians are to the Dutch. Like, I'm not even going to attempt to, like, understand that, or I'll just get in trouble. All right. Chronic Kimchi. Chronic Kimchi. Email me, hello@penaddict.com. Tell me you won the Midori notebook, and I will send this out to you today or tomorrow. Depends on when the spoke box arrives, whether I'm going to ship today or tomorrow. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the notebook. All right. Second questionable sumo is down. We're going to finish this. We're going to finish these stickers off before long. All right, so I guess I'm opening the box because I have a question for you. Were those little Post-it notes? Yep. So I just use them. Whoops. So I just use them to write the giveaway winners. So I give away a bunch of stuff every stream, and then they fall off because they're not that sticky. So I just washi taped it there. But yes, so we have sumos, Mandalorians, and Shibas that we use for our giveaways. I'm trying to finish up the sumos real quick because we're almost done. All right, so this was just a stash of things besides these that I need to just put away. Where'd the green one go? All right. This is all old stuff. This is new stuff that I will review. This is just a different bolograph. I like the bolographs. I like the shape. I like the style. Decimos are narrower, right? Yes. I would show you, but mine is out on loan right now. I should have it back soon. So we'll see. Isn't there just a pilot capless? Yeah, that's the name of it in pretty much most markets, I think. And then my Barney pens. Like, I just put these aside because I need to put them somewhere. Yeah. So nothing. Yeah, none of this stays. So that needs to go. These stay. These are going to get reviewed. All right, let's open this up. When you loan out a pen, do you TT? I mean, I TT several times during the day, not just when I loan out a pen. So I don't really understand the question. All right. What's the one with the twist knock thing? Firmo Firmo. This is such a nice atmosphere. I'm glad your stream suggested my feed. Yeah. All right. Take care of yourself, Winnow Free. Yeah, we keep it chill here, and we literally talk about pens all the time. That's what we do. Hey, don't leave yet. Look at that one. Wow. But Ness, go take care of yourself. And thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. Come by again. There's the Pilot LS is the one in the middle. When you loan out a pen, do you take their driver's license so they will return it? No, but I know where they live. So we talk all stationery. So is it gold or rose gold? It almost looks like both. The clip and the cap band look different. How often do you stream? 3 times a week, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. 10 a.m. Eastern, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then usually like 11:30 on Wednesdays. But I was early today. So I podcast about pens also, and this is usually my podcast day. But we were pre-recorded, so I'm a little bit early. Good morning, Slumberland Studio. So, to me, Namiki Winter Vlad, the more I look at it, I truly am a pen addict. It's literally my job. I do this for a living. If you really want your mind blown, I do this for a living. And I've been doing it for a very, very, very long time. Namiki Winter Vlad, the more I look at it, the more gold I see. If I just glance at it quickly, I can see I'll buy rose gold. Yeah, I'd buy rose gold. But if I'm sitting here staring at it, looking at it through the light, it looks gold. But that doesn't bother me. Because it looks freaking amazing. So I did a thing. I bought a medium nib here, chat. Just in case, well, one, I've never tried a platinum medium nib, so I'm sure it's an amazing writer. But then I have a platform if I wanted to do a nib grind. I own very, very few platinums. For as much as I rave about platinums, I own one. My 3776 with the ultra extra fine. And I think that's it. Platinum medium is one of my favorite nibs for long writing sessions. Yes, I agree. I think this is going to be just really, really great. Platinums don't get near the rave they deserve. I agree with that. And I'm like the first in line to give them all the praise in the world. But then they still don't. Not as wide as a Pilot medium, then that's good. That's good. So here's the question, chat. And you know what question's coming? What ink? What ink would you ink this up with? Because I think this is near impossible to ink. I know the first ink that comes into mind that I'm not going to... Mafia Geek. I was not expecting that. Now I have all the pressure in the world. Mafia Geek. Mafia Geek. The first ever redemption of Ink a Pen is going to absolutely wreck me. So have we decided? Does the person with Ink a Pen gets to tell me what ink to put in there, right? Like, I don't get to pick. Mafia gets to pick, right? Isn't that how we do it? Ink a Pen. Oh, yeah, they got to pick the pen and the ink. They could pick anything. Yeah, I guess they can pick it all. All right, Mafia Geek. Mafia Geek saying alt Goldgrün. You was there when they get to pick everything. All right, do you want Mafia Geek? Do you want this pen to be inked? I think you can pick any pen and any ink, right? But do you want this pen to be inked? So let's start with that. Do you want this pen to be inked, or are we going to pick a different pen? I just want to confirm that. Oh man, this is amazing. Yeah, no problem, Mafia Geek. All right, we're gonna keep going then. So, if you aren't Mafia Geek, yeah, no problem. Take your time, Mafia Geek. If you aren't Mafia Geek, what would you think of this? Do you know what? So my original choice would be like a hot pink, right? Like hot pink is like just a would be just fire like this. You know, I like my reds and my pinks. Like I just did the infrared with the blue, so I would do the blue with the red type of thing. But I use enough pink, right? I have really like I always have pink in the rotation. I'm fine. So my second guess is the boo this man obvious guess for me is platinum blue black, right? And that just feels like just like a complete capitulation to being lazy, right? That's really like boo this man for choosing platinum blue black. But it would look great. It would look so good. It would look good. It would look good, chat. But yes, basic Brad. It's like boo that man. Diamond Hope Pink is very pink. Yeah. So, if you're not Mafia Geek, what would you what would you put in here? I think this is actually tough because I don't know that I like all of y'all are picking the bright blues. Maybe compact, you say it, scalar sky high. Yeah, fire on fire. That's the new smelly ink vent pink. Oof. Citrus black. Alt gold green's not too far from that. It's a little more green. A rich black. Chokuro. Ray Jaguar. I actually have Ray Jaguar. That would be kind of sick. Rider's Blood. I don't have a Bay State blue. There's none of that in this house. I don't have any of the Andarilliums. I've given all my Andarilliums away. Sailor Itazora. So I gave that away. I have that in the closet here to give away. But this is when we were checking out the Monet stuff. Like this Monet color would be pretty good. And then I haven't used the Old Man in the Sea yet, right? I used Bay State Blue to clean my car battery. That's a t-shirt. Sailor 123, I don't think I have it. I had a sample of it and I think I used it all. So like both of these I think would be good. That's the only new inks I have. So think of the rose gold, maybe a burgundy. That wouldn't be bad. I have very few burgundies. I don't know if I have any burgundies. I have like lavender black. What's the other Platinum Classics red black? Fire on Fire is still the best orange I have. Orange and blue. That's true. That would be orange and blue. You would like that. Do you have Swamp Ass? I literally have that within reach. Robert Oster Van Ness Free Spirit. I'm a little hesitant on that. I don't dislike that idea. Cassis Black. Okay, that's the other classic. Yeah. So that's the only kind of color I have in that tone. That would I think I'm actually with y'all as that being a good color. Yesterday's currently inked. Hate to go back to 5-year journals. We can always change subjects constantly. Is your Hobonichi 5-year in English? It's in Japanese. I like Free Spirit. I don't want to put that in here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I want to do that in the platinum. So, like, Yamadori would be sick. So then there's a bright blue. I think the bright blue is actually too matchy-matchy. And there's Fire on Fire, which that would look pretty great. But we're not going to do that. Unless we're going to do whatever Mafia Geek wants. See, I think the bright blues, even though Konpeki and Sky High are darker than Blue Lagoon, I think I want an alternate color. Like even a blue black would be darker. Yamabudo, like Yamabudo would be, that would probably be like my like number one, like in that color range, like the Cheshire Cat range. Like this is instantly the color that I thought would be a perfect match for this pen. But I use so much pink that I wanted to do something else. You're a matchy girl, like the bright blues, chronic kimchi. Yeah, like I get it. It feels too easy. Pink and bright blue feel too easy to me, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Like I would rather have Yamadori, that color. But again, that's me, blue black. The best part, Viper green or Ackerman green. So I have Viper green right here. So that's not bad. So Mafia Geek, you're back. So number one, Mafia Geek, are we inking this pen? So answer that for me first. A yellow. I do have a couple yellows. I like putting in an ink that is so far from matching. Yes, I'm with you. And for this pen, Sergeant Story, almost definitely. Rebirth. Ooh. Toasty was trying hard not to curse. So you beat Annabelle. Annabelle had 2 edits. You had 0. So Mafia Geek, we're yes on this pen. And then a bright green. So I have Hofguardier growing. I can see what greens I have if you want to pick something. I have Viper Green inked. I mean, you can make me ink up Viper Green again. I have Hofguardier grown. I thought the goal was as many edits as possible. Well, since Mike's not editing this one, PA 100 worthy, yes. This one moves the needle, Fanged. Platinum with the Ackerman green. Okay. That's a good choice. I do like that. I think that works well with this. So let's go do that. Only 2 edits at Strings and Pedals. Thinks you're doing a kids program. This redemption is fun, y'all. So now here's the problem, Mafia Geek. As soon as I finish ink this up, someone's going to redeem Clean a Pen. And this is not the... I didn't really think about that when I created this. So we're going to see if someone's been hoarding points and is going to be, let me fill this up and then pull it right out from under my legs. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to leave this just like this. I'm going to run and go get Hofguardier grown. Mafia Geek, this has been really, really fun. Thank you for doing this. It was not even in my mind that this was going to happen, and I like how it worked out. See, Strings and Pedals is even getting blocked by the bot right now, and I can't reach the mouse to fix it. So I know, way to give them ideas. Well, I was pretty sure like it's probably not that an original of an idea. All right, let me go get the ink. Maybe put a 1-week moratorium on the pen cleaning. Nah. So if you choose pen cleaning, so the way I presented it is if you choose pen cleaning, it means you chose not to do a giveaway for everybody. So really think about yourselves, chat. I'm talking to you. It means you chose not to give something to everyone, although maybe you would be giving the gift of torturing me. No, I think y'all can just do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. All right. Yeah, Mafia Geek, it didn't even cross my mind, so this has been amazing. All right, let me go get the ink, and then we'll fill it up. Right. Let's see here. I've been unproductive the whole day. Thanks, chat. Truth. All right, just seeing what else is in this box. Okay. All right, so this is going to be interesting. Can I fit the nib into the top of this bottle? Should be able to. If you're newish to stationery, not just to this stream, but to fountain pens, stationery, ink, this is one of the more unique bottles that you can buy. So it has this kind of filling station up here and a marble that seals off the ink up in the top, so you can dip the pen in this top section up here. So you just pour the ink past the marble, reverse it back, right? So now the top is full with ink, right? Yeah, it's a Ramune bottle. I brought one of those home from DC one year. I dislike those bottles so much. I don't mind them, but I'm also not filling straight from them either a lot. But this time I am. So we're going to have to see. I think I need a little bit more in there, because I'm just going to dip the nib, not the converter, in here. So you got to be careful not to tip it over without sealing the cap. This is probably one of my most used inks. So I don't know, maybe next year I'll be out. Why wouldn't you fill the converter? Because platinums they're a little bit wide. I don't know, it would be fine. I could just fill the converter, I guess. I guess that would work. I'll just fill the converter. It's nearly empty. If you fly over to the shop in The Hague, you can get a full bottle half price when you hand in the empty one. Really? No, I usually do fill the converters, but usually the Japanese converters have a wider base, so they're not they don't hold the ink as well. Like sailors are really hard, but this is actually going to be fine. So yeah, I will fill the converter. I think Platinum's probably the best for that out of the 3 Japanese brands. They look cool, but it's hard to fill with larger nibs. Marble gets in the way, and they don't fit my drawers. Sometimes the marble gets stuck. Yeah, like, I don't disagree with any of that. The ink getting in that demonstrator section would ruin everything. Maybe. What was that brand again? Ackerman. Then dip the nib to aid capillary action. Oh, yes, I should do that. So, yeah, your little instructions. So, the theory, which I think is pretty much all but been proven, is that these inks are made by diamine, and there's like some one-to-one matches in diamine inks. Just, again, for the uninitiated. The ink is so good, it is. So before I allegedly, like what, like this is supposedly Diamine Meadow. Something like that. Oh, I love the bottle. That's a bright diamond. Whoa. All right, we'll test it out here in a sec. See if we got it going. Good color. Imagine an ink vent with miniature Ackerman bottles. Yeah, that'd be sick. So yeah, these are big boxes, big bottles. 60 milliliter bottles, fairly priced. I'm surprised they haven't, like, pox on my family, but I'm surprised they haven't raised the price. They're pretty reasonably priced, honestly. Imagine tiny Ackerman bottles. It's like the airplane. They'd be like the airplane liquor bottles of Ackerman. That'd be awesome. This nib feels great, though. It's going to be good. Ackerman nibs. Which green is this? Ackerman number 28. The best green, aka the best green. I think this is my number one Ackerman ink. Yeah, this is a good choice for this pen. There we go. Oh, I thought about it. Which nib did you go with? Medium. All right, Seaglyph. All right, get your work done. You got this. That's funny. We had like a big burp of writing and then it stopped again. All right, y'all don't want to see me priming a pen forever, do you? There we go. Am I going again? Oh, I thought about it. Yeah, the bottles have a little glass stopper in them. So there's like an inkwell at the top, exactly. All right. It's almost there, chat. So I'm not going to bore y'all to death here. So yeah, thank you, Mafia Geek. Good choice. I would have gone with anything, really. I don't. Who carries Ackerman inks? Van S pens. All right. Let's do another giveaway, but I need to kind of sort out what I have here. I'm not sure I have something right up here to give away. Let's see here. All right. I need to go through this real quick. Do you prefer that Ackerman bottle, the Mont Blanc bottles with the sidewell, or any other built-in inkwell bottles? I could honestly do without the built-in inkwell. I think they look cool. I think Mont Blanc's a better bottle. Like, I'm trying to think who makes the best ink bottle. Who makes the best ink bottle, chat? Omas Green and Mont Blanc British Racing Green are better, but both are no longer made. I don't think they're in the same category. Those are like traditional greens. I don't think this is a traditional green. There's a different Ackerman number that would probably be closer to those two. A Roshizuku bottle. It's pretty good. Yeah, the Namikis just look good, but they're a little too short. I put myself under pressure for that one too. I knew I had to pick a good one or a really terrible one. Like that could have been both, right? Like I would not have thought green for that pen. Like I would have never picked this ink. So you should be happy in knowing that. But then it works out good, which is why it's nice that someone else picks it out, right? Eero bottles look good, but the caps glue themselves shut and then crack. I haven't had that problem yet. Edelstein bottles are good. So are the Graphon Faber-Castell bottles for usefulness and coolness. Yeah, it's going to be hard to beat the Roshizuku's. Sailor Square 50 mLs. Yeah. Like the Sailor Gentle bottles are terrible. The Platinum, I like the Platinum 50 milliliter bottles. I like those. Waterman and Dead Omos bottles. I have an old Omos bottle. I have to go look at that. Oh, the Caran Dash Hypnotics. Those bottles are pretty cool. That's just a very expensive basic ink, though. Have y'all seen those Caran Dash bottles? Those are pretty cool. So yeah, so I think I like the Platinum 50 milliliter bottle. Might be my favorite. It's a little more square than the Roshizuku. The Graphon Faber-Castell ones are sick, though. Those are like nice bottles. Those are like display bottles. March Madness bottle bracket. Pilot 275. Just drink out of that. That needs a stopper in the top. Caran Dash has an infrared. Ooh, I should look at that. Lamy bottle with the blotting paper. They're a little short, even though they have that little dimple in the bottom. They're cool. I think they're a cool bottle. Caran Dash bottles are excellent but pricey. Yeah. Like I think I have one. Sailor Vase. The Sailor Vase is pretty good. That's a good capacity. They don't have anything. They don't have the what do you call the things on the inside? I'm blanking. Scribo bottles. It's just too bulky. What was that ink bottle that looked like a Miser? Ink Miser. Yeah, I don't like the ink. I don't like any brand with an Ink Miser in them. What was the ink bottle that looked like a chemistry lab experiment? Oh, they were some. I thought they were from like India or something like that. Krishna? Yeah, the Krishna bottle. Those were so fragile. Always remove the Ink Miser ASAP. Those Ink Misers are just non-functional. I'm out on those. And even like the Sailor Gentle bottles, when I take the Ink Miser out, I still don't like that bottle. I want to get an ST DuPont ink just for the bottle shape. I have not seen those. Yeah, the Dutchman came up with the English word. That was a first. All right, so let me see what else I have here. I need to get all this stuff off the top of this bin. I like the ink bottles that are etched in Japan called Mitasan Shodo. If you have a link to that, that would be pretty cool. The Misers seem useful. They don't work well. Not generally. You have to have smaller nibs and shorter like sections. So you're pretty limited on actually filling that. Like if you don't ever fill, oh, the dominant bottles are cool. Oh, whoa, look at these. I've seen these before. Yeah, this looks amazing. I've seen these before. That looks awesome. Yeah, that's great. And this one's called Coffee. There's a reason I picked that. So you're going to give away the Platinum? Absolutely not. Not anytime soon. All right, so I have a bunch of stuff here that is my personal stuff that needs to go. Stuff that I'm keeping for myself. So what I keep in this bin here is mostly review products because I'm in here the most. So I'm going to do something real quick here. That can go. Where did you buy the Komodo? jet pens. Jet pens. So let me just get cleaned up a little bit here. Here. This can go here. This can go here. Sorry, different piles. And then this can go here. All right, I got my lid back. That's all I need to do. I do want to test something real quick, though. The poop samples are here. What do you think about that? You and Kirby, my friend's dog, y'all would be good friends because y'all are both maniacs. How do you keep personal separate from Pen Addict? Yeah, separation, stack separation is pretty much it. So everything in this bin is like review queue type of stuff. And then I have a bag right next to it that's giveaway stuff. And then I have a stack that's actually going to leave the room. That is stuff that I'm keeping. Like my Keith Haring box, right? Like the box that this pen came in, like that needs to go in the other room, right? That needs to go away and just be stashed. And then there's like cartridges that need to go, like just stuff that needs to move out. But I did find these papers here. So a lot of you who kind of follow the tech industry stuff saw a company called IA Writer, which makes a beautiful writing software. Just came out with a notebook. They're based in Japan. They came out with a notebook design there, made in Tokyo. And the idea looks like they're using this scored paper, like this letterpress printing paper. So I don't know if I've shown y'all this. So I just bought these paper samples because I like to try them. So it's a lined paper, but there's a texture to it. And they're like, I call them, letterpress printing paper. So they're like, I am wearing a tablecloth today. So yeah, yikes. So I'm trying to decide, like, do I like this? Do I not like this? Would it drive me bonkers? Like, I don't know. So I bought, of course, just bought all the sizes for this. I can trim these and put these in my plotter. But I'm going to try them out. Like a good for pencil texture? No. Like, can you see the lines in here? Like, these are literally in the page, right? So they're like debossed almost. And so you have like the ridges on here. See if my pen's writing yet. So it's still a smooth-ish paper, but it has these lines on there. I just don't know how. Yeah, there we go. So one of the reasons like I like grid and graph is like there is some structure to it, to the lines. But like, I can't even see the lines when I put it under there. Let me try something else. Oh, I know what I need. This thing. It's like I don't have a good single sheet writing mat, except I bought a good single sheet writing mat that actually works well. So it's hard to see. So here's my question. Can I follow the lines? Do I need to follow the lines? Will it frustrate me knowing I know the lines are here? I have no idea. But you can't really see the lines unless you look at it at the right angle. But you can't feel the lines, I don't think, if you cross them. Oh, we're not quite writing all the way yet. Laid paper. Oh, and yeah, Digital Medievalist was in the thread on Mastodon talking about this. I asked IA Writer for a sample of their notebook. They haven't gotten back to me yet, though. All right. We're not quite ready for prime time yet with that one. I think with most standard nibs or standard pens, like a rollerball, like I'm not going to notice these lines at all. Do you incorporate your PA 100 into your EDC, or do they mostly stay at home? I'll fully incorporate them. Yeah, there's no rules on what stays at home, what leaves the house, stuff like that. Did they not realize who you were? They did not. I did not drop a "Do you know who I am" on there. So yeah, I don't guess you can really feel. I'm writing right through the middle of a line. I don't guess you can really feel it if you wrote bigger. So I would assume that the IA Writer paper is the same. Yeah, that would frustrate me. I switched from dot grid to grid because I couldn't see the dots well enough. So that's the thing, is like, if I can't see this well enough, is it useful? And I'm not sure that it is. Like, you really have to kind of angle yourself to see the lines. Did you order a dive yet? No, I'm not going to pay $100 for a purple one. I don't care that much about it, although it looks amazing. Yeah, I think this might be more of a frustration point. But I just wanted to see if you could feel the texture. And you really can't. But are the lines going to be visible enough to be useful? Question. And will that bother you if you're not staying within the lines? Stephen Brown has a video where he says all the Ackerman names. Yeah, I've had someone record them all and send them to me. All right. Sorry. So this is the letterpress paper from Plotter. And I'm bringing it up because there's a company called IA Writer that makes writing software that's coming out with a notebook with these kind of like, it's almost like a scored line. It's like a letterpress stamped line. And I was trying to see if you could feel it when you're writing, and you really can't, but it is hard to see, right? So it's a lined page, but when the paper's down here, granted my eyesight's poor, but I have good lighting, and I can only see the lines at a certain angle. So is it going to frustrate me if I'm not? Ghost notebook. The light was at the right angle. I had no problem following the lines. Yeah. So this is something that's existed before, and it might be more frustrating than it's actually worth, despite how cool it looks. This paper's great though. This is plotter paper, so who knows? I don't know who's making their notebook for IA Writer. All right, we're gonna leave this up a little bit more. Okay. Let's do one more giveaway, and then we're gonna wrap it up for today. I got shipping to do. I got writing to do. What can we give away? Plotter letterpress is MD cotton. I wonder if these are like Midori notebooks, honestly. Let me see this ghost paper one. I like the concept of white lines paper, but the paper they use is not suitable for fountain pens. Agree. I've used the white lines before. I probably have like a really, really old review of the white lines. Okay, so they did a whole bound. This paper definitely has more texture. Is it? Does it have the lines? Yeah, you can see that in there. Brad, strings is cussing in another language. I'm sure of it. Strings, like the word strings? Strings and pedals? Oh, you're saying Annabelle's cussing in another language. Oh, that's a given. That's a given. Yeah. I still want plotter paper and bright white. Let's see. Travelers is cream. Do they have any products that they make with white paper? I'd have to go look. Oh, Penguin's Creative would know. When's the Toasty episode coming out? Today. I just don't know exactly when. It might be later this afternoon. Is there... Kelly and I recorded for over 2 hours yesterday. We could have gone like a full afternoon. For sure. Just... I told Toasty I went through every one of her stories, image by image, which took me about an hour. And just took notes. I was like, there's so much we could have talked about. So Penguin's Creative work question. Is there a design fill brand with white paper stock, like stark white paper stock? Toasty stories are awesome. Yeah. Like I was taking notes. It was pretty funny. All right, let's do a giveaway. I don't know what I can do. Strongly recommend figuring out an appropriate size hole punch and DIYing some plotter inserts. Plotter offerings are great, but limited. Yes, I do that. I have bank paper in my plotter because I have the punch. I need to review my hole punch. It's the one that April recommended to me. But yes, I have added my own paper into it. But I'm just trying to think if there's a stock. MD paper, 100% cotton. TRC, okay, has white MD paper refills. That's right, I remember that now. But it's pretty few and far between. Which punch is it again? Rapesco. I've been keeping it in the package if I review it, but it's kind of like trashed because I use it so much now. But yeah, April recommended this to me. How about a giant Panatic coffee mug? That is on the collaboration list. But yeah. This is the one April recommended to me. I'll do a review on it at some point. Give the punch away? No, I use it. I gotta buy 2 to give it away. But yeah, this one's been good. But I can't even remember the name. But I also don't want to say Rapes Co. So that's a whole thing. Which size plotter? I have a narrow. But that'll fit any of the 6-hole. That's a 6-hole plotters. Does it punch much smaller rings holes? Yeah. So that's it right there. So this is the bank paper I added into the plotter. Yeah, Rapesco. So slightly wider, but close enough. So that's the hole punch. And that's the stock. So you can tell they're a little bit wider. So there you go. Stock, hole punch. Hole placement is different for Bible versus A5. Ooh, stay tuned. Stay tuned. I use Nima sign all the time in my plotter. Yeah. All right. What do we got here? All right, we need to give away this last preppy. Let's do it like this. Boom. Boom. All right, let's do it like this. So this is the last preppy, the Perpinet model, my favorite. From Major Bedlam sent me these. I love them. Best preppy ever. And we'll have a lookout. A slightly crooked lookout, but your preppy will fit in the crooked spot. So apologies, it is slightly crooked, but it's okay. So let's give this away. Combo. All right, giveaway's open. Anyone can enter, anyone can win. Just type raffle, exclamation point, raffle to enter. You don't have to be a follower, a member, subscriber. I ship to anyone, anywhere. Glad to do it. Thank y'all for being here today. We have a lot of work to do this afternoon. I'm glad we got in an early stream though. But we'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. If I don't ship today, we might do a shipping stream tomorrow. Depends on when my products show up. So that is an option. Whew. Closet of Doom. Gosh, are we going to get that before the end of the year? We should. We should. God, I am running out of time this year, chat. Let me look at the calendar. Let me see what we got. God, I forgot I said I was going to do that before the end of the year. Maybe next week. I'll think about it. Do it on the 28th. All right, I'll think about it. Maybe one of the next 2 Thursdays. Not this Thursday, but one of the next 2, 21st or 28th. Maybe. I'll just have to surprise y'all. God, that sounds like a nightmare. It is, like, it's even hard to walk into the Closet of Doom right now. Because, like, that's where our suitcases stay. And we just got back from a trip, and it's just like I just threw them in there. Rawr. All right. We got anyone to raid today? If y'all have any suggestions, let me know. All right, let's pick a winner. Wandering Bull. Wandering Bull, you win. Preppy. Yo, 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 yo. All right. Wandering Bull, you are the winner. Email me, hello@penaddict.com. Tell me your Twitch name. Tell me you won the Preppy and the Lookout, if you can remember. And I will ship this today or tomorrow. The more I think about it, the more I'm leaning towards shipping stream tomorrow. I'll think about it. Oh, nope. I thought we had a third one down. Not yet. I know. Should I ship it tomorrow? I already have a bunch of orders I need to ship. And it's like holidays, I don't want to wait another day. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Depends. Why not both, right? Why not both? I feel like I need to ship today just because tis the season. All right. We're going to wrap it here, chat. And we'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m., either here or in the shipping stream. And now my brain is mush because I'm overthinking what to do. All right. Hide it from the wife. Y'all can still hang out and chat, answer that question. I'm not sure right off the top of my head. All right. See y'all tomorrow. Thanks for everything. Bye.